Hey, real quick, I know surveys are so fucking annoying, but if you could do me a favor, we have a survey. The link is in the description. When you do the survey and put your email address in, you will be registered for a $25 gift card. We are just trying to get a pulse on what you think about the show and what you like or dislike and what kind of gig work you're doing. Not very many questions. Please fill it out. Larry and I would be forever grateful. Peace.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Man, I gotta work on that timing. I'm trying to get it like right when it hits that drop to kind of come around, but I gotta figure it out. So
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, no, I'll figure it out, fucker. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. This is episode 288, marching to 300. I think we'll hit 300 this year. So
yeah, definitely.
That'll be a huge milestone. Go to gigeconomyshow.com for everything gig economy related. Patreon members, we love you. We thank you. Samson, Bud, Omar, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry, Faith, Metal Kickass, and Anna. Appreciate you guys' support. Gig Economy Show, patreon.com/the gig economy. Patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. There we go. Holy shit. It's not like I haven't said it a million times. Go there if you want to sign up. Stories from the road. Larry, any driving or any gig work at all?
Yeah, no, we've been still dealing with ice.
That's
and
right.
Stuff here. Like our schools in our county are out again tomorrow. They just announced it about an hour ago.
Wait a minute. So you were out all last week.
Yes.
And you've been out through Wednesday today.
And out tomorrow.
What the hell is going? You can't look at. I'm speechless. Like you can't truck in a bunch of salt and just start pitching it everywhere.
I can't explain. It's one of those things. This doesn't happen very often here, so they don't invest the money. I guess that's the only thing I can explain. Because it's been a long, long time since I remember. I don't know if I remember school being out this long.
Well, you're all going to have to make up at the end of the year.
Well, they do NTI. They call them NTI days. So it's basically what they did in COVID. So they don't tack them on at the end of the year.
Really? I don't know why.
So they gave one actual snow day. The first day was a snow day. So teachers didn't have to do anything. Kids didn't have to do anything. But after that, it's called NTI. And it's weird how different school systems do it differently. Like at the last school system that my wife worked in, like teachers were online and doing classes and answering questions and all that. And then the one she's at now, teachers, they post the homework for the day and they're available if anybody has questions, but they don't do videos or anything like that. So it's very
interesting.
different.
Yeah, I don't know why the northern schools. I mean, we figured it out during COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Unless it's a union thing or the contract says, but yeah, there is no learning going on in our snow days. So it's
but they have to make them up at the end of the year?
Well, so we get 6 a year that we don't have to make up.
Right, they build them into the calendar, right?
Yeah, they build them in, and then over that we're supposed to. But then you can apply for a waiver. You can apply for a waiver for everything.
Really? Okay.
We're also supposed to start school after Labor Day, but everyone applies for a labor, and we start the middle of August.
Okay.
So it's just stupid, but
yeah, it's wild how everything is so different places. But yeah, and it's so funny to watch on Facebook because there's parents screaming because the kids are not in school, and then you read another post from this student at WKU, which is in session. She's screaming about how there's so much ice and she almost got killed walking to class, and Western has to do better. What are we doing while we in school? And
it happens here too.
Yeah,
same way.
These people, you just can't.
You give them
go ahead.
I would say you give them a voice or a keyboard, and then everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah. But I mean, there's even in my neighborhood, driveways that don't get sun, they're still solid ice.
Yeah,
because we got a little bit of rain last night. And then it was really foggy. We had kind of like a freezing fog, they called it, and we got that light drizzle down there, and then it got real cold, and iced up everything again.
Right. So you wanted to talk about Dovetail ending?
Yeah, so Dovetail was a program that I don't know if you were still utilizing it.
No, I
Well,
wasn't.
because you haven't been doing rideshare.
Yeah.
But were you utilizing it when you did any DoorDash?
Yeah, I did for a while. I probably got paid out like $50.
Okay. So Dovetail was just a program that they would pay you just for taking a screenshot of your week, what you made during the week for Uber, Lyft, and then DoorDash.
Yeah.
And there was nothing weird about it. Your username's not in there. They weren't doing anything like that. It wasn't a scam. But unfortunately, I don't know why they're shutting that program down. It said they're going to be doing some things in the futures to keep watch out for. So hopefully they'll come back with something, because it was easy $10. So they literally took a couple of screenshots, put it in. You could get $10 for your Uber, $10 for your Lyft, and $10 for your DoorDash.
Yeah, it was a good deal, and we knew eventually it would run out, right? Just because
it's too good.
It's too good. I mean, it's not like they're giving you 50 cents.
Yeah, no, 30. Between the three, $30.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I know and a lot of our people in our chat group, I'd be like, oh man, I got to do my one DoorDash, so I can get my Dovetail, or get my one Uber in or one Lyft in for this week, and they would pay you.
Right.
They never said anything about how many rides you did or anything like that. So
yeah, I mean, you were getting the bonus, and not if you're doing one DoorDash, they don't really give a shit about that. They're wanting the people that do it a lot
consistently. Yeah, doing rides and doing deliveries, because I'm sure they're taking this information and building some kind of huge database. I don't know if they're building something they're going to sell to somebody or what they're going to use it for. But again, it wasn't any usernames. It wasn't that kind of scam or anything.
Right.
You were selling them, just earning information.
For sure. For me, I did do some work over the weekend. I actually did some rideshare, Larry, and I know it's like, wow.
Hold on.
I need an applause.
We need a sound for that.
We need oh yeah, you did it. Good boy.
Way to go. Woo.
Yeah. So no, I did. Spark had sent out a incentive that I was pretty excited about, and it said $12 with an incentive tag of any curbside. So I go and I do it. It did not have the incentive tag, but sometimes it screws up, and I get it. And it was a good order anyways. It was like 10 miles for $35. And it was 3 orders, and it was fine. It was easy, and they were small. So I wasn't too disappointed because, but basically I guess the disappointment was when I went back in there and checked the incentive, they did not give it to me. And so I was like, oh shit. So then I got fussy, and I kept seeing curbsides pop up, but they didn't have the tag. I'm like, well, I'm not rolling the dice again. I'm not rolling the dice. So I was like, fuck it. I always do have rides on. I do have it on, but it's got to be like $30 an hour before I'm going to take it. Well, I ended up taking 3 rides, 2 out of the 3 tip, 1 tip $12. So I did like 3 rides for, I think it was like $53 with the tips. So it wasn't bad. And then I think I did a few Uber Eats and stuff like that. So it turned out to be a decent afternoon, just a couple of rides. I didn't hate the rides.
Especially after you've been away from them for a while.
Yeah.
Like that, you know how it is. You kind of forget some of the bad stuff.
Well, and you're not driving at night.
That makes a huge difference. It just really does. Generally during the day, people are just more calm, more well behaved. I mean, not to say that I haven't had somebody get in my car drunker and cooter brown at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Such a hillbilly.
But,
for sure
that happens. But usually they're more well behaved and not a lot of drama and stuff like that going on during the daytime drives.
Yeah, I think my first was a couple going down to Founders. They were doing a bar hop thing, and they had drank the night before because it was Michigan State basketball, and they're all right. There's the one that didn't tip, so whatever. And then there was a middle one somewhere I did. I don't remember that one. And then the other one was some gal, picked her up downtown, brought her out. Well, what I was doing was, sorry, let me back up. If you're a new driver and you're listening to this, if you ever get stuck in a place, a busy place, like I got taken downtown, don't ever drive back to your location for free. Just hang tight, wait till you get a ride. Why would you drive back for free? You're probably going to get a ride either to your city, I mean, obviously every market's different. If you take a ride to the boonies, don't wait. You're not getting a ride. So I probably waited 10, 15 minutes, and then I got one to the city right next to mine. So it was fine. But she was great, and then we had a great conversation. And I wasn't expecting much from her.
Yeah.
And she tipped me $12. I was like, shit.
There you go.
I guess I charmed the socks off her.
You must have, silver fox.
Yeah. Not the pants, the socks. I'm a married man. I don't need to charm any pants off anybody.
No.
So no, it was good. I enjoyed it. I probably will do some this weekend. I'll probably try. I mean, but again, the hourly rate, which I really love that they put that on there, because it's easy than looking at you still should look at the numbers, but
yes, definitely, because they will.
Yeah, because even I did see a couple at 29, but it was it just didn't seem right on any. Maybe it was the location.
Yeah,
but you see $30, you're like, okay. And a couple of those had surges on it, so that's probably why it bumped up to 30.
Yeah, that helps, definitely.
Let's see. If you're a new driver watching, run. Steve, smartass. And then a quick update on tax on tips. I know we talked about it before. Uber had separated them, and DoorDash hadn't, but they did send out an email that broke down the tips. Now, I don't know. It'll be really interesting on going to, I'm assuming you use an accountant for your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my guy might be like, yeah, I don't understand this, but they really haven't, the government, I don't think, has come out and said how to work it yet. I mean, I even got a letter from my W-2 that said, hey, with this new bill, only half your overtime gets taxed. But the government hasn't issued anything like how to apply it, but they're required by law, and I don't know if you got a letter, but they're required by law to tell the employee how much overtime they have and what and half of it's going to get no tax. But the IRS, I should have brought it with me, but it's a weird statement.
Okay, yeah. No, I didn't get one. We don't get overtime.
Well, yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is they're like, well, the law requires us to do this. Right. We've done this, but the IRS hasn't ruled on how to do it yet.
Right, they're putting the cart in front of the horse, as they usually do.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to fully follow these rules. We're not going to tell you how to follow them.
Right, but you have to.
You better follow them.
Now, for me, I wait till the last minute to do not the last minute, but so it'll be fine. I'm sure they'll have something on that they can do it with, but so look for an email from DoorDash. They should explain how many tips, and we kind of chuckled on it last time, and I had $94 worth of tips from DoorDash
94
in 2025. So that's wild. That's not very much, but again, DoorDash is just slow as shit for me. We talk about greasing the wheels. I think if you're not just super dedicated to it, they're just not going to send you anything.
Yeah, and we've both changed. We've both slowed down a little bit over the years as far as gig work. I know I certainly have. I was just looking at, I think I might have mentioned this last time, but I was looking through some of my past years and how many rides I did this year on some of the platforms, and how many I did in my busiest year. I think on Uber I may have done 350 rides this year or something.
Oh wow!
And my busiest year I did 2,200.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, for me, my life has shifted a little bit to,
some W-2 work.
What's up?
You're doing some W-2 work as well.
Well, no, but just my timing. I used to have all the winters off.
Right.
And so I did a ton of gigs. That's all I was doing. And now I have the summers off.
Mm-hmm.
And I added another, the baseball job. So it's kind of, so I'm still doing quite a bit of gig work in the summer, but probably not as much, like you said, as much as you used to. And, people change. I still enjoy I love the gig work, though. I fucking love just going out, being by myself or doing some rideshare, making my own decisions, be your own boss.
Yeah.
I just kind of love it. Again, I don't know if I'd want to do it every day. But yeah.
Yeah, that would put a different kind of pressure on you for sure if it's that's what you were dependent on. And that's why, a lot of people will talk about they have hobbies but they don't want to go into that hobby as a full-time job because it's going to take the fun away from it,
Yes.
And that's kind of the same principle, I think. But
For sure, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I could see myself doing it now that there's a lot more apps. I think it's doable, and depending on the season, like for me, Flex, I kind of stay away from in the winter because the roads are shitty. But like in the summer, I'll bang out Flex every morning. So, but yeah, I think I could do it now. I remember Megan and I talking about doing it way back in like 2017 when rideshare was the only thing. And because I was like, I love this so much, honey. I want to quit my lawn care job.
I remember you talking about that.
I know. And she's like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure this is going to last. And we've seen it's lasted. Yeah. The where you put your money in your pot is a little different, but gig work is here to stay, I think.
Yeah, and it'll evolve as everything else we're finally seeing the autonomous cars, Waymo and things like that. That's going to change ride share for sure. I don't think in our lifetime we'll see where there's not room for human drivers.
For whatever reason it is.
Yeah,
it might be cleaning the cars out.
Could be. But yeah, Waymo keeps hitting kids. They might have some trouble.
Good segue. So Waymo
you like that, didn't you?
Yeah. Waymo Robotaxi hits a child near an elementary school in Santa Monica. Happened on January 23. Waymo said a Robotaxi struck the child at 6 miles per hour, which is, that seems very slow. After braking hard from around 17 miles per hour, the young pedestrian suddenly entered the roadway from behind a tall SUV, moving directly into our vehicle's path. The company said in its blog post, Waymo said its vehicle immediately detected the individual as soon as they began to emerge from behind the stopped vehicle. Following contact, the pedestrian stood up immediately, walked to the side. They called 911. The vehicle remained stopped, moved to the side of the road, stayed there until law enforcement cleared the vehicle to leave the scene. They also said the safety regulator from the NHTSA occurred about 2 blocks from the school, and that there were several double parked vehicles in the vicinity, which is kind of like, that is an issue because
it is.
It's tough to know, especially from, even as a regular driver, it's hard, especially we're not used to the double park with people running in and out. Let's see. The last part of it, I thought this was interesting. It said Waymo said in its blog post that its peer-reviewed model shows a fully attentive human driver in the same situation would have made contact with a pedestrian at approximately 14 miles per hour. The company did not release the specific analysis of the crash. So basically saying the Waymo was better. It hit it at 6.
Right.
But a human would have hit it at, what did it? I just said
14.
14.
Yeah.
And the car started braking at 17. So, now remember, it says peer reviewed, but I don't know what that means. They're probably got some skew in there somewhat.
Could be, yeah. You can. You always have to doubt a little bit if the company is paying for the study.
Yeah, exactly. Like it says peer reviewed, but it doesn't say it's independent from us paying them to do the peer review. So
yeah, but that doesn't surprise me. I think I would lean to think it's probably true.
I would too.
Just because as humans we have a lag in the time we see something, and then the time you think to do something, and then the time your body actually does that.
Yeah,
and
we're not computers.
Do that. No, they can do it faster. They just can.
Yeah, it makes sense. Although, don't you think it should have been even faster than that, though? I guess 17 down to 6 in a split second. It's the science of motion, right? It's like it made the decision probably quicker, but it couldn't. It couldn't.
Yeah, it cannot. You can only physically stop so
quickly. Yeah, that's
in
true.
a certain amount of time. It can't go from 20 to 0 in 0
1 second,
or half a second, whatever it is. But yeah, if it probably started braking sooner than a human would have.
Yeah. What do they call it? Is it the law of motion? Is that that when they're trying to figure that out, like how far something's, I don't know why I'm a fucking idiot. I'm on ripcord. I just saw your blank stare and I'm like,
I'm trying to figure out exactly where you're going.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know. So we're going to ripcord on that. So, well, I'm glad the child isn't hurt. I think in that situation though, like I don't think the driver should get a ticket.
No,
The kid popped out.
If a kid pops out in front of it, I mean, sometimes it's
Unavoidable.
you do all you can do. Luckily, knock on wood, I've not hit a kid. I've hit a dog while I was out driving.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing. Dogs running down the side of the road and just made a left.
nothing you could do.
Nothing I could do. So yeah, if this would have happened, if there had been a human driver, I mean, it probably wouldn't have been any story at all in the paper.
Yeah, of course. It's only because it's Waymo.
Exactly.
Well, I honestly think they should run with that. I think, they always say any news or, bad news or good news or whatever is good for you or whatever.
Right. No such thing as bad news.
Yeah, I think they should run with it and really highlight like, hey, we stopped
we did
way
better.
quicker than what a human would. This was an unavoidable crash, but people still shit on them, You're like, oh, yeah, a human would have done better. I'm like, the hell you would have.
Yeah.
When it's a pop out like that. Now, don't talk about the school bus because then you'll throw everything out because that's.
Yeah, that's a complete different conversation.
Well, I know, but it's like in one side of my mouth, I'm like, yeah, good job, Waymo, for stopping sooner. And the next side of my mouth, I'm like, it's fucking school bus. Why are we not stopping at the lights?
Yeah.
Dickwads. Speaking of dickwads, Lyft class action alleges priority pickup service is slower than advertised.
Yeah.
Well, shocker.
Yeah, misleading advertisement.
Right, never happens.
Hard to believe. Very hard to believe. So yeah, this person named Tracy Ziegler, she filed a class action lawsuit that says that as you mentioned, Lyft is misleading its customers into paying a premium price, which you do for a priority pickup ride, but that those rides are not getting there in the time that the company advertises. It says they frequently fail to arrive at the time that Lyft advertises. More than that, sometimes they take the same amount of time or even longer than a Lyft standard, their standard option, which really piss you off if you're paying more.
Exactly.
Later than just a regular Lyft ride. So she's just saying that they're making false claims, false advertising for something that's designed for people who, are in an urgent need to get somewhere for, quick pickup. People are paying a premium for this but they don't, Lyft does not always deliver. She's claiming that their algorithm is flawed. And that even though they advertise, precise pickup times, they really should give like an estimated range. So she's asking for a jury trial and award of actual and compensatory, statutory, and damages for herself and all class members. So
I think that's going to get thrown out because it's like, how do you? I don't know. I don't know how
I don't know how you prove it.
Exactly. That's the thing. How can you even file unless she's been able to figure it out? And that's, part of the big problem with the algorithms. It's like, and we've talked about this before, like, how do we go and say, fuck you, Uber, or even when the people that do end up successfully doing, like, where are they getting this information? If you don't have like a big entity on your side to like subpoena that and do all that, I mean, I don't know how you prove it.
Yeah, I think one of the stories we do later, the company did some testing on different things. But yeah, if you're just an individual like that, it'd be very hard to prove that, I think.
And I honestly think a lot of that priority stuff is kind of scammy. There's a podcast I listen to called Bad Friends. It's with Andrew Santino. He's a comedian, and Bobby. Doesn't matter. I can't believe I forgot his last name. But anyways, they talked about how priority DoorDash is a scam because like, I do it every time my fucking food is cold, and they're comedians. They're like exaggerating and stuff, but like. They said that I don't think the priority works. I put it in, I pay for it, but my food is still cold. I'm like, how is it cold? I'm supposed to be the only customer. That's what you're doing. Yeah. And so I often wonder if a lot of this stuff is just a scam.
Just a way to, hide their bank accounts.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be doing DoorDash, let alone paying for priority. It's probably $5 extra too, or maybe it's $2. I don't know what it is, but expensive all the way around.
No matter how you go.
Right. Okay, DoorDash, this is not my photo. They're starting to deliver healthcare orders. Welcome to healthcare orders. Great job completing the training, blah, blah, blah. Your healthcare-specific insulated tote bag will be on the way shortly. The black clinical tote is required for every healthcare route. Once it arrives, you'll be fully set up to start accepting healthcare orders. DoorDash will issue a one-time payment of $20 for completing this training, which is kind of nice. Payments are issued once a week on Thursday. So I think this is more than, like, is this pee or semen samples? Because, like, I feel like it's not prescription because it's a black clinical tote.
It's probably they're probably transplanting like human organs, heart transplant.
God, can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine you go to pull it out and it's like live organ inside? Like,
yeah,
I would shit a brick if that happened.
Oh goodness, yeah, I don't know. I would assume it's medicines, but
yeah, it's probably medicines and probably climate controlled medicines.
Yeah, John should jump on this. I mean, this is right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's right for sure. I haven't. Johnny's been MIA for a bit. I'm not.
He's been down there. They've been getting hammered.
Yeah, I haven't messaged him privately, but I know he's been a little quiet in the chat. But yeah. So like, even with my medicine for my Crohn's, it is in climate controlled box, but that one goes through FedEx. But I could see. I mean, I don't know why. Although the pharmacy is like way on the other side of the state, but I can see that. But I wonder if this is just. I mean, obviously you have to have training, and they're paying you for it. So it must be a little bit more than just, doing a prescription. Bubba Sue said, "Oh my God, I'm sure she heard my organ talk." But, just another thing you could probably, certify for. I mean, I'm all about if you're going to work an app, work it. And these people that are in Walmart Spark, they're like, I won't do alcohol. I'm like, are you thinking that they're going to be fucking shit-faced? I mean, I guess it's a possibility, but like most of the time it's just people getting beer for the week for their family, like
they want to get out.
Yeah, they don't want to go out. I mean, I would do that too, but why aren't you working this platform for all it's worth? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Well, okay, well, you're missing out.
Just opens up more opportunities for you and less downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you have to take them.
Now, at least, yeah, exactly. At least with Spark, I will say it is a little annoying with the alcohol because they've now required you to be in the store before you take your picture. And you have to take a picture before, verify, and then after. And I'm like, okay, this is a little, like, I don't know why alcohol. Maybe they got in trouble with somebody that was, I don't know. Because you have to be alcohol, you have to be safe serve with Walmart. Like, I don't know if it's what it's called down there by you, but like if you're serving like at the Whitecaps, I have to have this certificate. So Walmart's the same thing. And Steve and I brought up such a good point. Walmart's the only one that does it. These other apps that are doing it are technically breaking state law.
Sure.
Like DoorDash and Uber not having you have that certificate is against state law.
Yeah.
Which is, that's nothing new for Uber. But yeah, I'm surprised the Michigan Liquor Commission doesn't go after them and say, hey, you need to have these people take this class.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
it's
maybe it'll come up down the road.
It's easy too. It's like 2 or 3 hours and it's like, whatever. All right.
It's so weird though, how, maybe in certain states they have to, like here, mine just came, I got an email. It's probably due now, but a few weeks ago, we have to take Kentucky safe driver training.
Yeah, that's right.
Uber every year
for Uber, right?
And Lyft.
Okay, but
you can use the same one.
Well, at least
but
for
Lyft,
that.
Lyft, they never send anything about it hardly. But I think I just do. I always just take it, and it says Uber on there, but I submit it to Lyft, and I mean because it's the same course.
I often wonder if it's something where like. You get a lobbyist that's got something up their butt, and they're like, "Well, my constituent or representative, I should say, this is really important to them," so they push it, and they kind of, you know what I mean? Because like they're not going to voluntarily.
More likely would be that some representative owns this company that you do have to pay to do the training.
Yeah, good call. Yeah. I guess my whole point was I don't think the companies are going, oh, please,
Yeah.
we need to do this training. We really want to do this. Like,
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, you don't have to do it in Michigan. Most of the people I've talked to that do Uber and Lyft don't have to do it.
yeah.
So I don't know what it is about Kentucky.
And why Walmart? Well, as far as the alcohol, but why Walmart is like, no, we want you to have this. They're probably like, CYA, man, cover your ass.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna make you take this, so at least you have the training. So at least we can.
Yeah, and I mean, once you have the training developed, I mean, it's probably didn't cost them that much to develop the training. Why not have the people do it?
Right, and it's only good for 3 years though, so you have to research. But like we talked about with the background check, investing that money, if you could get the golden whatever, where you could use that for all the apps. Okay, it's $150 a year. Okay, well you're investing in the business. That's just what it is. These people,
cost of doing business. Yeah.
They want to get on this frickin', they say they're independent contractors and business owners, but they don't want to they don't want to pay anything. And I'm like, well, listen, bitch. Like, you got to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Larry, this driver.
Yeah, we'll watch this video. This is about a driver dealing with some just kind of asshole passengers.
Yeah, we're wanting to know what you would do and what if you think the driver is okay. It's 2 minutes and 2:05. I'm not sure I can make it through. My ADD won't last. So we'll play what we can and then we'll chat about it. This one we can chat during, but just FYI. The Gig Economy Podcast will be back after a quick break.
All right, real quick. If you drive or deliver, you already know the apps are basically the bosses now. Doordash, Uber Eats, rules change overnight, pay disappears, and somehow it's always our fault. That's why we started the Gig Economy Podcast. Real talk about what's actually happening, how to protect yourself, and how to make more without burning out. If you want to support the show, we've got a Patreon. It's just $3 a month, ad-free episodes, early access, and bonus content with real gig tips. Higher tiers get merch, live Q&As, and even coaching. Because let's be honest, the apps aren't helping you. If you're tired of playing their game, come hang with us. Patreon.com/thegigacon podcast.
Why did you cancel the ride, man? You just canceled the ride.
Nah. My girl ordered it for me to cancel shit. No. Yeah, but just keep going. You can just
Look, my phone says you canceled the ride.
it's probably bugging or something. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, cancel shit.
I can't take you guys. You guys just cancel the ride.
Why not? Just keep going. When we get there, I got you with the cash, bro.
You guys gotta get out of my car.
Bro, just keep going.
I can't. Literally, I didn't even move up one block and cancel the ride. What the hell, bro?
I ain't cancel shit, bro. I ain't getting out the car. Where are my moms?
I'm not taking you guys. You guys gotta get out the car.
Taking me. I'll give you the cash when we get there. What are you talking about?
Bro, you cancel the ride.
They already charged me for the ride. I ain't not getting out, bro.
But the ride is canceled.
It's canceled, but I'm charged, so I ain't getting out, bro.
What you mean you're not getting out? The ride is canceled.
Bro,
I'm not.
What do you mean I'm not getting out? Like, what is that hard to understand?
Bro, what are you talking
like,
about?
I'm not getting out. That's what's happening, bro. Like,
the ride.
You bugging. Like, go.
Bro, I can't.
Bro, go before I take your car and I just drive myself to the house.
You're not doing that. You're gonna get out of my car.
Shit right now.
Nigga, just keep going. Yo, don't call me that N-word, bro. I got the glizzy
in the bag, bro. Like, chill.
Yo, don't call me that N-word, bro. Don't be fucking racist.
Bro, you don't know about us, bro. Like,
you canceled the ride. I didn't even drive one block.
That's niggas about my body, bro. Like, you don't know about us, yo. Like,
you're just trying to scam me to get a free ride. I know what you're. I know what you're up to. Just get out the car and call another Uber, man.
I scam you out this car, like.
Yo, can you just get out of my car?
Somebody, you ain't getting out shit.
I'm not moving. Can you get out of my car?
What is this, nigga? I ordered the Uber. My girl, she ordered it. We got charged. That's it. You're gonna go.
Literally, I didn't even move up one block and you canceled the ride.
I know you didn't cancel.
What?
I know you ain't cancel.
I was driving the whole time.
I don't know. I was looking at the
Why
Uber.
would I cancel the ride? I need the money.
So you could have just got the money.
Okay, obviously I was able to make it all the way to the end. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, totally understandable about not moving if the ride's been canceled. I think he could have handled it a little better.
Oh yeah,
he was kind of combative about it.
Well,
I mean a little bit because I mean,
I don't think he was combative. I think he waited too long to take action of like getting out of the car or calling the cops. Like he kept arguing with them. Like they're clearly not going to get out. Undo your seatbelt, take the keys, step out.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I would do. I mean, that was 2 minutes and 5. Like, we don't even know how much of that was at, where it was edited.
Right,
You know what I mean? It could have gone on a lot longer.
Yeah. What happened before that? But I don't know. I just think you could, like if
well,
somebody
what would
else,
you do?
Well, if somebody else ordered the ride for sure. And I don't know that I would say, oh, you're trying to scam me. I would just say, hey, the ride's been canceled. I don't have insurance now over y'all. If we get hit, I'm not covered. I can't take you.
Yeah.
Taking you.
Yeah, him saying that they're trying to scam. Again, we're watching a clip of the interaction, but I get that.
But they were, the passengers were definitely aggressive, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take your car and drive myself."
Well, yeah, at that point, like, and that dude,
at that point, you step out and I'm calling.
I'm like, you got to get your seatbelt off because you cannot move. You got to be able to move quick like that. I mean, I would unbuckle right there and just be like, okay, something might go down, and yeah, it sucks. They probably were trying to do the scam and then say
probably
it's true what they were doing. But I mean, maybe in that point I would be like, okay, you want to do cash? Venmo me. Like, here's my Venmo, and then I'll like if you wanted to without the insurance.
If you wanted, if it was a short ride, we definitely might consider that. But I'm not doing cash after the ride.
No, because they're gonna fuck you.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
I don't think at that point when you have a pretty good idea they're trying to scam you, I'm probably not going to take them from me. Regardless, I'm probably just going to say, hey, ride's been canceled. I don't have insurance, man. I can't take you. Sorry.
Well, they were
get out. Then
they were acting okay. They were just kind of like, man, it's fine. Like at the beginning, but then I don't know. Maybe that triggered them with the scam.
Yeah. When the dude's like, oh man, you're going to take me or I'll take your car and drive myself. And we're like, dude, no.
Yeah. Well, Baba Sue says, get the F out of my car. Yeah, exactly.
That's right. She's from New Jersey. She's like, get the F out of my car.
Yeah. Until you're in that situation though, you don't really know what you're going to do. And each one is different. You don't know how angry they are, if they're threatening your life or whatever. But yeah, the second he said, you get out of the car and I'll drive it, I'm like, all right, I'm out, taking my keys. I don't
taking my fob.
Yeah, well, my fob's in my pocket. I'm just gonna power off, hit the off button, get out.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, make sure you hit the off button.
yeah, don't get out because they can drive it.
That's right.
For as far as they want
until they turn it off.
Yeah. All right, this picture of a door, I thought this was super cool. I don't know if it's photoshopped or not. This is a picture of a guy. It says DoorDash sent this guy a custom Nike tech for doing over 100K deliveries. I mean, that's cool. I mean, 100,000 deliveries is fucking wild, by the way.
I can't even imagine that. That's a lot.
That's so many. But that's cool. I like the sweatsuit. It's kind of dope. I haven't wore all year is my
beast.
I have so many sweatshirts.
Yeah.
And they're all crammed back, and then I get on one and I just wear it for like a week and then I wash it and then but no, I'll have to pull that out. And see, it's so bright. All the kids on my bus would be like, damn, bro, why are you wearing that red sweatshirt?
That's right. I'm brightening up the day with my Mr. B shirt.
Right. I should start a story. I'm like, yeah, Mr. Beast actually sent me this for working for DoorDash. The older kids aren't going to believe me, but the younger ones
the young
might.
Kids, they might.
I'm always dressed in grays and darker colors, so they'll be like, God dang, bro, what's going on?
Yeah. It's your birthday today or something.
Right. Traveler says people like that is why I quit rideshare. Well, I mean, it's few and far between, and depending on what city you're in and what time you're driving, I can't imagine that happening in Grand Rapids during the day, but I'm sure it has. I mean, it's based on how much you do. If you're driving all the time, you're obviously more likely statistically to get involved in some douchebags like that. So,
yeah.
All right. So this has actually gone viral. The one we're talking about, the Amazon driver, which it's so funny. It's gone viral and everyone's talking about it. I'm like, we see this shit every week. Yeah. But this one is got
a million multi-stops because these people out here in Dearborn Heights, they can't go anywhere and get their own. So now I'm sitting out here delivering a million packages to a million one houses.
Boy, we've been talking about this one for sure. It is a rant going viral tonight.
It was a long day for him. An angry Amazon driver delivering packages in Redford when he was part of an outburst caught on camera. He was the outburst.
It has been the talk of the town. So we sent 7 News Detroit reporter Christiana Ford out there to see what these neighbors have to say about it. And we also turned to Amazon to get their take on this.
Those packages being delivered to a home here in Redford. What that driver may not have known was that him airing out his frustrations was all caught on camera. Everybody makes mistakes.
Now I'm sitting out here delivering a million packages to a million.
And everybody certainly has those days.
No, nobody out here know how to go to Walmart or go to a Target or anything like that. These bro.
But what happens when that expletive-filled rant is caught on camera and shared with the world?
It was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Really?
It did shock me.
Video shared by a Redford homeowner captured on her Nest security camera showing an Amazon delivery driver airing out his frustrations while dropping off.
Okay, I don't know. I feel like it started over again or something. I don't know. I pulled it. It's from a news site, but
it's just more of the same thing. And so, for the audio listeners, you could hear the audio, but for the video, it's just a delivery driver with some packages on. It's a snowy day outside. It's not great weather, and he's just ranting about these people who don't go get their own stuff. But dude, you signed up to be a delivery driver. What do you think you're going to do besides deliver packages? I don't understand it
in Michigan, really, and it's been a rough winter. I mean, it's been a normal Michigan winter, so this is pretty normal, but we haven't seen it in like a decade of like this snow and cold. I often think though, why'd the lady have to post that?
Yeah,
I mean it's her right. You're on her property.
But what was her goal in that? Why do that? And for them to say he didn't know it got caught. He's a delivery driver. You see the doorbell cameras everywhere. You know you're on camera.
I think he was talking to somebody on the phone.
Could have been.
That's what it sounds like. He was complaining to somebody on the phone. I don't think he was.
Just talking out loud. It did sound like a conversation with somebody.
Yeah. Which either way, you're still. I mean, you got to know you're on camera. I mean, he should know that he drives an Amazon van. They got cameras all in that thing. You can't fucking do a thing in there without it getting recorded and reported that you didn't stop at the light or whatever.
But I like your question about why'd she have to post it? What are you getting out of it? And it's not like he was stealing their stuff or destroying anything. He was having a bad day. Which one of us haven't ranted about stuff that we don't like about our job or
I mean, I guess as a forward-facing job in the public, you got to be careful with that.
Sure.
I want to hope that the woman had good intentions of just she thought it was funny, or people want their viral 15 seconds even though they're not in the video. They want to get credit for it, I guess. But like when you post something like that's not yours, no one gives a shit who posted it. You know what I mean? If it goes viral, you don't get anything for it. Like it's not you're not going to get paid for that. I mean, maybe someone might reach out and like we'll give you like $500 for it, but I mean it's not like I guess what the point? If I saw that, I would just kind of laugh. I'm like, oh, that motherfucker's having a bad day.
And what was it, a slow news week that they sent a reporter out there to talk to these people?
Oh, probably.
And just interviewing neighbors.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even see it. They were just talking about it.
That is true.
Like to talk about, we see these every week when we're searching for stories and things like that. We see it all the time.
It just kind of, it just kind of makes me question, like, why would you post that? It's just kind of shitty in my opinion. But I mean, I definitely would share it with you guys and like in our groups and like, look at this fucker on my porch, but and maybe since I'm in the business of gig economy, I might post it under my account, I guess. But I guess if I was just a normal Joe, I would never post it. I would.
I don't think it would cross my mind to go, oh, I want to post this.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was just somebody probably, could be having just a bad day.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No, but I think there's a lot of drivers out there that don't. They get in the biz and they're like, oh, I love delivering packages, and then they forget about the winter.
Yeah.
Like,
or the pouring rain.
Or the rain, yeah. I mean, but like if you're delivering in Florida, you got a lot better weather days than you do in Michigan. I mean,
sure.
So
sure.
All right. Waymo in the news. Waymo in the news this week. Larry had shared this a while back, but there's a semi-truck turning left, and the Waymo's behind it, and the Waymo just
impatient.
Just goes around it. So we'll play that and talk about it. Oh, I thought this was like a recorded laugh. I think that's really him.
I threw myself at the massage.
He can't even contain himself.
No.
He zooms in on the blinker.
Yeah, and look, there's a car turning left there, and he has to go around that Waymo because the Waymo's taking up the whole other lane.
Dude.
Half of it anyway.
This guy needs to, okay.
Watch him, he darts out here like in the midst of traffic.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. So
watch him, he darts out there, and there's cars right there.
Oh, that's another Waymo he cut in front of.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't his laughing because he was very.
I don't think so.
He was laughing pretty hard for that. I think maybe he was added,
like
but
laugh over or voiceover.
Yeah, a laugh over. That's funny. So yeah, like the simple thing of a blinker. Like, why isn't the app saying, "Oh, I see a left blinker, but not a right one"? This truck obviously is turning. Like, they're just like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, and so for the audio only listeners, he explained the setup. There's a semi truck waiting. And of course, he's a semi, so he's got to wait for a pretty good opening plot because it's a pretty busy street that he's pulling onto.
Correct.
Pretty busy street. So the Waymo just goes to the left, and he's taking up at least half of the lane that's going in the other direction. So he's now directly to the left of this semi in the other lane, and there's somebody on the main road that's turning left, trying to turn down that road, and he has to go real wide to go around this Waymo because the Waymo's taking up half his lane. And then when the Waymo does shoot out, he shoots out, and there's cars like right there. There was not a bunch of room for that Waymo to get out there.
And can you imagine if that driver didn't look and he makes that turn? I mean, your trailer is going to scrape that thing. Yeah. I mean, you are right next to it, and obviously
blind spot, definitely in his blind spot.
Well, I don't know if he was in his blind spot because he would have had to poke forward.
That's true
for the equipment to see this traffic. So he was right next to the cab, but it just in perspective, like that tail is going to scrape the shit out of that.
Or if that car turning left, didn't see the Waymo and turned in. I mean, hit it, almost head on, pretty much.
And I understand, you want to get going, but like. This is simple stuff, guys. Like, I feel like they've programmed it. They had to have, like, okay, if it sits for too long, but like, why aren't you noticing the blinker? Now, if it has its hazards on, well, fuck it. I'm going around. Like, clearly you're paused. Sure. That's what hazards mean. We're not moving right now.
Yeah. I do wonder how long it had been sitting there.
Yeah, that's true. Again, we're only seeing the,
but regardless, if it's got, I don't know what it's supposed to do. If the truck's parked there and meant to hit his hazards or
the lights burned out.
Or the lights burned out and it just has, that left blinker. How long is that Waymo supposed to sit there? Or is it supposed to turn around and go another route or, you have to
I mean, there's obviously, you just set a parameter. If you're sitting there for 1 minute, then maybe you need to back up. And I would have preferred them backing up than doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's straight up illegal. What it did. And, I feel like 100%. That has to be coded that way. Like, hey, if it takes 1 minute, just go around it. Like,
just go another route.
I'll be honest with you though. If I was in that position, I might do the same thing depending on how long I waited. Or, I take the perspective, bird's eye view. Is there a parking lot I can whip around through? Like I may have, or I would have honked. or something. I may have done the same thing the Waymo did.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, it's frustrating if it's a semi that's turning left onto a busy street. It's going to take a while.
It takes forever.
He's got to have an opening where he can at least pull out there and cars slow down and wait for him to pull out. But there's been times I've been sitting behind semis in that same exact situation where they're turning left. And
a couple minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
And it seems like hours. I'll be honest with you. Before I became a bus driver, I would used to get like really mad because semis would pull out, and like sometimes they just say "fuck it."
Yeah,
not pulling out like so close I'm going to hit him, but I do have to hit the brakes pretty good.
Yeah, you have to do. Yeah, you slow down, but yeah, sometimes and I try to be understanding of that too, because like man, they have to go when they get it. They can't just wait forever in the day.
No, they'll never get anything done, which is dangerous. But I mean, even in the bus, I don't feel like I have I do kind of have an intersection like that, but sometimes you just fucking gas it and hope they stop.
Yeah,
I hate saying that, but like, I mean, we got a schedule to hit. Like,
tell the kids, hey, they got brakes. It's all good. They got brakes.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll be fine. All right. So I finally got part of the new Walmart system that's coming down. It seems great, but let's see. Acceptance rate has been removed. We removed the acceptance rate metric from my metrics. It's always just there for your reference, so you can keep things simple. We've removed it entirely. You can keep choosing the opportunities that work best out for you. Also, a couple updates. Items found is now quantity found. So we've updated items found and renamed it quantity found. Here's what's changed. If a customer asks for a substitution, offering one will count towards your quantity food metric, even if the customer doesn't accept it. Oh, okay. The key is that you offered a replacement. Partial subs are okay if only part of the item's total is available, like if they want two. Offering a substitute for the remaining amount still counts here. Okay. If no substitution is offered, you won't see credit towards your... Okay, so it'll fuck your metrics. Then on-time arrival at pickup. The metric shows how often you arrive on time, blah, blah, blah. Being on time means arriving within 25 minutes of accepting the offer or within 15 minutes of the scheduled pickup time, whichever is later. 25 minutes. Interesting. Then why are they blowing my phone up when I'm like 5 minutes? It's been 5 minutes, and probably because they see like I'm taking a shit at the gas station and my car isn't moving.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So yeah, the acceptance rate's been removed, and then they reset all the fucking stats because look at this shit. Yeah. I got a 5.0 customer rating. So this is actually kind of great because remember us talking on the last show, I don't know if it was on Patreon or this one, about those tiers and how fucking hard it's going to be able to get. So maybe that's why they did this, because they know, okay, guess what? Next month we're going to give you the...
we're going to reset everything.
Well, yeah, so they didn't reset the quantity found. It's 99%, but yeah, I was kind of excited about that. I was like, oh, then I maybe can get the Sapphire tier if I do enough. I mean, obviously I could do shitty in the customer rating, but I think that we had read it was 4.9, which is so hard to obtain, but maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. But so yeah, I think that's coming our way with the tiers, the silver, silver, gold, and sapphire, which is fucking weird. Was it sapphire? I don't know. But I was excited that they reset the parameters for that, or my rating. So,
yeah, who was it? I think Gabe was in the chat one day and he was like, "Hey, I think his Doordash got reset or something, or one of his got reset."
Well,
something got reset.
Sometimes they do that. I know when they changed from like the normal way they did it years ago into the tier. I think they had a reset for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was that recent that he said that?
Yeah. It was like, within the last 2 weeks. And, cause he was like right at it. And then like he rejected a few orders. He's like, well, that's history. I'm not priority anymore, whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like that the tiers at Walmart that we talked about, it wasn't based on acceptance.
Right.
Like DoorDash is like, if you drop below it, you're out. Well, this is if your rating drops below, which I think is fair because that's based on a metric of you being a bad delivery driver. Now, some of that shit is kind of shady. You never know. Like, why did I have a 4.6? I mean, it's not that hard to do that stuff. But my point is, at least it's based on like you're a decent driver now and not how many fucking orders you accepted. So, well, yeah, that was due to the snowstorms. She said yee. I don't know what that means, but this has nothing to do with snowstorms because I also got that notification in the app, but it has nothing to do with that. So, but yeah, we shall see. All right, Larry, probably get to this one and then probably do the rest on Patreon. But
alrighty,
the price gap between Waymo and Uber is narrowing, and I'm curious to know which is higher.
Yeah. So this company did a study and found that their conclusion is that, even though a Waymo is still costs more on average than, a very comparable ride with a human-driven Uber or Lyft, the gap is narrowing. So they've done a couple of studies. It says that two factors have really been behind the change, and they both kind of been going the different direction. So Waymo has been lowering its pricing a little bit, at least in San Francisco Bay Area. This is where they did this study where they got all this data. While Uber and Lyft, the prices for them have risen a little bit. So this is what they did. They simulated more than 94,000 ride requests in San Francisco area. Company found that this was between November 27th and January 1st. So they simulated 94,000 rides. They found that Waymo rides cost an average of $19.69. Uber and Lyft were a little bit cheaper at $17.47. That's Uber. And then Lyft was $15.47.
Oh, quite a bit.
So you have $15.47, Uber $17.47, Waymo's $19.69. So back in June, the same company Obi had released its first report doing the same thing, analyzing robo taxis versus rideshare, and this was data from rides in April 2025 showed that Waymo rides at that time averaged $20.43, versus the $19.69 it is now, and then Uber was $15.58. And they've gone up to $17.47, and then Lyft rides back then averaged $14.44, and they're averaging $15.47 now. So Uber and Lyft have gone up a little bit. Waymo's gone down a little bit.
So are they taking the averages? Must be because with the algorithm, the shit can change 10 minutes later.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure they're taking just an average of these rides. I'm assuming. I don't know how else they could do it. So they said that. The CEO of this company said that she really thinks this is a trend that people should watch because April's data showed that customers are willing to pay a little bit higher price to ride in a Waymo. She thinks maybe the novelty is wearing off for people in the Bay Area, and she thinks Waymo is going to have to keep pricing its product more competitively as time goes on. And of course, they have to talk about it at the end. They talk about, the wild card out there, which is Tesla's robo-taxi service, which isn't operating yet in San Francisco area. So they don't have the permits yet, nor do they have what's called a transportation network company permit like Uber and Lyft has. So right now they have employees that are driving companies' vehicles, which are equipped with full self-driving software. So they'll come into the mix, at some time. They don't have a lot of cars around there either. It looks like, one thing also that they talk about is that out of the four, between Uber, Lyft, Waymo, and Tesla has the longest wait time with an average ETA of 15.32 minutes.
Well, yeah, they don't have as many cars out. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that's just numbers.
Yeah, Waymo's average time was 5.74 minutes, so that's a big difference.
That's really quick. I mean,
well, Uber and Lyft came in at 5.14 minutes, and then Uber was 3.15 minutes.
Which makes sense. Uber's the most saturated.
Yes.
And and this is why they don't want to like do separate tiers. Like, remember we talked about the woman only drivers. They don't. It took so long for them to do that because they don't want to. They want to get you there as quick. They don't want to do the favorite driver. They don't want any of that stuff.
Right. They just want the closest driver to you to pick you up.
Yeah, because which I don't hate them for that. I mean, that's just business.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So, Bubba Sue. The reset was for Gabe was for DoorDash from the storms, I guess. They reset their rating. So I'm like, oh, wow. I mean, that's really nice. I can't believe they did that like that. Yeah. I mean, I could see, I don't know. I could see not counting those acceptance during that time. Like, okay, that doesn't count your acceptance rate, but to reset your rating, maybe the ratings just plummeted. And they saw the data on that, and they're like, okay, we got to fucking fix this because, again, I don't know why you would just reset it. Maybe that's easier for them than going from, like, driver to driver and figure out which one's plummeted.
Oh, yeah. It'd obviously be a whole lot easier. Just flip a switch and boom.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, maybe that's why. But that is really nice. I mean, if rating does, take I mean, I assume it does, that ratings do matter when you're
some kind of impact.
Yeah, when you're doing rides and stuff, we're definitely not DoorDash expert. My big $94 for the whole year. I'm curious to see what yours is. I'm surprised you didn't get that email.
I probably did. I
just ignored it.
I haven't done enough. I don't know if I even worth looking at it. So.
I mean, I'm going to give it to my accountant. I mean, I might as well. It's like, so you don't pay taxes on $94.
I'll try to look during our break between now and Patreon.
Right. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for chatting and tuning in. Bubba Sue, Traveler, Steve, thank you guys so much. I'll be on Patreon at 8:10 p.m. And that's patreon.com/theGeekyCon podcast. You can sign up there for a 7-day trial. And any gig work? Probably not this weekend.
I don't know. We'll see.
There'll be ice again.
Yeah. Well, no, it's going to be cold today or next 2 days. And then by Tuesday, it's going to be 67.
Oh, damn. So you're back in business.
Yeah. We're going to be, and for the next 2 weeks after this, it's going to be like 40s and 50s, mainly for the high during the day.
Okay.
A couple of days in the 60s. But my son is here after surgery. He's recuperating. He's actually right over here to my right.
Yeah.
Watching as we do the show. So he'll be with me for about 3 weeks. I may go try to do some early Saturday.
Okay. Did you work this week?
Well, I was in St. Louis on Monday for my son's surgery.
Yeah, that's right.
We did go back. Our work did go back on Monday, but I was out Monday and Tuesday with him, and then I went back today. So today's my first day back in my day job since the snow. So
damn.
It's like a week and
a
half.
That's crazy.
It is wild.
Well, I'll be out this weekend doing some gig work. Don't know what I'll be doing. I'll try to throw a live stream up. I did last week. And then I know we're going long, but I had it running. It was fine. And then I got a passenger in there. And then I'm like, So then I was like, okay, I'm going to turn the sound off, the mic off, which was fine. But then I had 2 people in the back, so they would probably see the camera. And then I'm like, what if they say something? So then I turned the camera off, which was fine. But then eventually my screen went dark and it ended I think if you don't have a camera or a microphone on, it thinks it's like a dead page or something. Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do is get a thumbnail to put up when someone gets in the car. So I think that will keep it active, or at least, kill the sound, keep the camera on, but like the thumbnail's blocking it, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, because I wanted to keep it going and stuff, but like I was like, oh fuck, and
then streaming your passengers.
No, I don't want to do that. no. I mean, I'm fine turning I just don't want to do that. Like
no.
It's just I didn't want them to say, oh, what are you doing, and then be like, yeah, I'm live on YouTube, and like, oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, I didn't need that. So
yeah.
All right. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road. Everybody be safe.
Yep. Peace out. Have a good night.